everyone, welcome to the latest episode of FieldCast. We are coming to you, well, almost live from the absolutely amazing facilities of the Greathouse Company near Nashville, Tennessee. Will Greathouse, president, Greathouse Company, joining us. And also, Greathouse is hosting the annual LandOpt Operations Field Day event. You've done an amazing job of putting together just a great program. I know they call it the Field Day, but it's a couple of days. What all is going on, and why is this so important to the LandOpt network?
Yeah, I think it's an opportunity for other contractors from all over the country that are involved in LandOpt to come down, experience what it's like to see another company's organization, operation. So we've been able to show account managers, project managers from other network companies how we operate and what we're doing here, and then we also get feedback from them on what they're doing that maybe they see that we could do better.
Now, you've got a great success story, and I know you've been sharing some of how you've been doing the last few years and this year in particular, but you've also been taking people out around Nashville and seeing some of your jobs. What are some of the things people have learned actually out on tour today?
Well, I think they see our quality of work. We talk about how we manage a job. We gave them information about the projects, the installation, the methods that we did to install the job, and then how we maintain the job, how we manage our client relationships, the different types of work we do, and then again we get feedback from them on things they see that we could maybe do better. So it's a way to have that peer-to-peer review that is really invaluable.
Talk a little bit about the Greathouse Company. You've got quite the success story. You've grown immensely over the last several years. How did all that happen?
Well, we've been fortunate to be in a good market, but LandOpt has truly given us a path to grow on and given us the backstop if we have challenges along the way. We have a coach that keeps us accountable. Their proven business model has given us the confidence that we need as we've grown when we hit challenges or stumbling blocks to keep pushing forward, building the team around the operation, and really creating the culture that we wanted to create to be able to build a company and do the things we wanted to do.
And you are how big of a company at this point?
Well, our revenue is we'll do about anywhere between 11 and 12 million this year. We've got about 80 to 90 employees, and we service all of Middle Tennessee within about an hour from here, and we do commercial, residential project, and maintenance.
Now, if I recall correctly, you became a LandOpt member in 2014.
Correct.
How much growth have you had between 2014 and today?
We were about a $2.5 million company in 2014, and now we're close to 12 million.
Oh, that's amazing. I know you talk a lot about culture. What do you mean by that? What's the role of culture in growing a landscape contracting business
Well,
like yours?
I really, when we started hiring people and we were selling ourselves to potential hires, we talk a lot about team first attitude and building a culture where we all are on the same team, we're all pulling in the same direction. Yes, there are challenges. Yes, we might have disagreements, but if we trust each other and we know we're on the same team, we can get through those challenges in a way where we move on to the next one, and we might disagree on the end result, but we trust each other to get through it, and we know that that person has the best intention for the company, and that's just a really important part of what we're trying to build. So we create the leadership team, and they develop that same culture, and that spreads down through the operations and through the staff. So it's very important to us.
Yeah. Recruiting, retaining employees, that's the number one thing I hear from all of the members. That's their biggest challenge right now.
Yep.
Have you found culture helps with both of
those?
those?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I mean, again, it spreads from the top, and you have to have that culture at the top. But when you start to generate the culture, and you have managers that think the same way that the owners do, and they buy into what you're doing, the guys in the field see that. They're having meetings, and they start recruiting people. They're going out and saying, hey, this is a different place to work. This is where you want to be. And so we've had a lot of success there.
Now, there's a lot of talk about recession. What's your feeling on how your business may or may not be affected if there is indeed a recession coming, or maybe we're already in one and seeing some cutbacks?
Well, I think there's only so much we can do to prepare for it. I think what helps me sleep at night is knowing that we have the processes in place, the sales team in place, and the foundation in place to make adjustments when we need to. And, I know that we're set up for success in a recession or not. And so we're going to adjust and we're going to change strategy based on the information we have. And I'm confident that regardless of what the economy does, we're going to adjust and our team's going to adjust to make it to get us through it.
Any other advice for the next generation of contractor, that contractor who's maybe a $1 million business who would aspire to be a Greathouse Company in their market?
Yeah, I think, you set your mind to something, and if you decide to go for it, you got to stick to it, and you got to stick with it, regardless of the challenges that may bring. When we decided to do LandOpt, I mean, were there days where we questioned it? Of course. Were there challenges along the way? Yes. But I will say that if you find a system like LandOpt and you stick to it and you work through the challenges, you find the right people and the right team, it works, and you will build a company that you'll be proud of.
Well, you've certainly are evidence that can be done. You built a tremendous company with a great reputation. So thank you for hosting everybody from LandOpt. I've enjoyed being out on tours, seeing your facilities, meeting your people. It really is a great team.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. All right. And we will see you on the next FieldCast podcast.